Kathy said on actually the same subject. I want to make sure that everyone is reminded that we have called this special meeting solely to talk about whether or not we want to further investigate organized collection. And this meeting is next Monday, October 4th. It will be here in the City Council chambers, and it will be at 7 o'clock.
That is correct.
And so I would encourage everybody to come down and to be part of a big, fun, happy discussion that we're going to all have about it. As with Kathy, I'm sure the rest of the council too, I've gotten many phone calls and email messages from people primarily who received this lovely mailer from the National Solid Waste Management Association. I did find a couple of things interesting. One of them was that they kind of give you an impression that they're looking out for small operations against the big national ones. But I went to their website and found that on their member list that the only 3 haulers out of the 8 who are licensed in the city of Maplewood happen to be the 3 multi-billion-dollar national and international conglomerates that have so over-leveraged themselves buying up all their competitors in order to lock down market share that they generally have to overcharge their customers. I also thought it was kind of interesting that another smaller local one gave us a postcard, got from one of our neighbors who was here earlier this evening, Tennis, and that postcard does express some fear about the national guys being able to undercut local businesses. But I would encourage you to hit rewind on the TiVo and go back to the point where I asked him how it was that those big guys wound up bidding 95% more than him, and he gave a very good explanation of how actually as a local business he could run circles around the competition and offer a much better value with his small locally owned business. So I would just suggest to you that perhaps this argument from the lawyer at NSWMA that was sent to you might be a little self-serving from the particular business interests that like it, that would like to keep things exactly the way they are and don't want you to even talk about what the alternatives might be. I'm not sure that they really have an interest in keeping your trash bills down. I would suspect that they're a little bit more concerned about their profit margins. I did hear, in fact, that the CEO of one of these companies that operates locally as Allied Waste saw a almost 50% decline in his compensation last year. And I think all of us would really feel it for our families if we saw a 50% pay cut. He only made $5.68 million. And so if you feel like you absolutely want to make sure you put an extra $5 a month or so that you pay more than people in, for example, White Bear Lake for identical service from the same companies in order to keep his yacht fund fully funded, be sure to come down and tell us about it. We're really looking forward to hearing it. The other thing, actually a little bit less lighthearted, you can imagine how I like misinformed people being very upset. I am happy that after I have a chance to talk with people, it seems like a very large percentage of them say, oh, well, that idea you're talking about doesn't actually sound completely crazy. We should certainly look